Hey football fanatics, welcome back to the channel. We are officially deep into the NFL offseason, and one of the biggest lingering storylines has been the future of superstar quarterback Aaron Rodgers. For months, speculation has swirled about a potential landing spot with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But a definitive answer has remained elusive. Until now. That is, Rodgers himself just dropped a massive hint that could finally provide some clarity on where he'll be playing in 2025. And it's looking increasingly like the black and gold of Pittsburgh is in his future. The cryptic clue. The latest hint came during a Q&A session on Saturday. At an event hosted by rapper Mike Stud, Rodgers, known for his often enigmatic and playful responses, was asked a straightforward question: would he ever consider playing for the Chicago Bears? Now, for anyone familiar with Rodgers' storied career, especially his dominance over the Bears during his time with the Green Bay Packers, the immediate answer was no surprise. He quickly and definitively said, no. But then, he added the intriguing piece of the puzzle. He followed up by implying he would visit the team as an opposing player in 2025. Stating, no, but I believe there's a team that might play in Chicago this year. On a road trip? I don't know. Not sure. It was delivered with that classic Rodgers smirk, leaving everyone to decode the message. At first, some wondered if he was referring to the New Orleans Saints, who also play the Bears on the road in 2025 and were rumored to be in the market for a quarterback after Derek Carr's retirement. However, Rodgers quickly shut that down, explicitly telling fans he didn't want to live in Louisiana. That immediately narrows down the possibilities significantly. When you cross-reference the 2025 NFL schedule, the only team heavily rumored to be pursuing Rodgers that is also slated to play the Bears at Soldier Field in Week 12 is none other than the Pittsburgh Steelers. This direct correlation makes Rodgers' cryptic answer less of a riddle and more of a not-so-subtle wink to what's coming. Why else would he bring up an unrelated team's road trip to Chicago if he wasn't hinting at his own future involvement? The Steelers' patient pursuit. This latest hint comes after months of speculation and a very patient pursuit by the Steelers organization. Pittsburgh has been the most aggressive team in trying to land the veteran quarterback. Back in March, Rodgers even had a discreet meeting with the team, which didn't come to light until reports surfaced. Shortly after that meeting, he was seen throwing to newly acquired Steelers receiver DK Metcalf, who Pittsburgh traded for earlier this offseason. This suggests a very active engagement and a clear interest from both sides. Steelers owner Art Rooney, too, a man not typically known for revealing too much, publicly stated last Thursday that the team was willing to wait a little while longer for Rodgers to make his decision. This unwavering patience from a franchise as proud as the Steelers speaks volumes about their belief that Rodgers is the missing piece for their Super Bowl aspirations. Rodgers' answer on Saturday strongly suggests that their patience is about to pay off and he's already made up his mind. A bounce-back season on the horizon? Rodgers, who is now 41 years old, is looking for a significant bounce-back season after his stint with the New York Jets last year. While his raw numbers, 28 touchdowns against 11 interceptions, might look solid on the surface, the Jets themselves struggled, finishing with a disappointing 5-12 record and often looking disjointed on offense. The Jets, in response to their offensive woes last season, made a big move this offseason, signing quarterback Justin Fields to a 2-year, $40 million deal with $30 million guaranteed. This move essentially signaled the end of Rodgers' brief tenure in New York and paved the way for him to explore other options. Now, it's worth noting that Rodgers' decision hasn't just been about football. During a recent appearance on The Joe Rogan podcast, Rodgers revealed that there are deeply personal reasons for his delay, specifically mentioning that people very close to him are currently battling cancer. He made similar comments during an appearance on Pat McAfee's show back in April, emphasizing that his personal life and responsibilities were taking precedence over football decisions. This provides crucial context for the extended timeline of his free agency. The final destination. Once Rodgers is ready to fully re-engage with football, it certainly sounds like the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be his landing spot. The cryptic hint about playing the Bears in Chicago, combined with the Steelers being the only truly viable and actively pursuing team on the Bears' 2025 home schedule, paints a very clear picture. This move could be transformative for the Steelers. They already boast a formidable defense and a rich history of winning. Adding a quarterback of Rodgers' caliber, even at 41, could immediately elevate them into legitimate Super Bowl contenders in the AFC. It would be a fascinating new chapter for one of the game's all-time greats and a monumental moment for the Steelers franchise. The wait has been long, filled with speculation and cryptic messages. But it seems Aaron Rodgers has finally given us the biggest clue yet. All signs are pointing to the black and gold. What do you think about Rodgers possibly landing in Pittsburgh? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more NFL news and updates. NFL fans have been on the edge of their seats for months, waiting to see where quarterback Aaron Rodgers will land. Now, Rodgers himself has dropped a massive hint that suggests a resolution is finally coming. And it points directly to the Pittsburgh Steelers. The cryptic clue came during a Q&A session on Saturday. When asked if he'd ever play for the Chicago Bears, Rodgers quickly said, "No," but then added, "No, but I believe there's a team that might play in Chicago this year. On a road trip? I don't know. Not sure." Fans quickly connected the dots. The Pittsburgh Steelers are indeed scheduled to play the Bears at Soldier Field in Week 12 of the 2025 season. This heavily implies Rodgers expects to be on an opposing team's roster facing Chicago this year. This hint is significant. Rodgers has been connected to the Steelers for months, with reports of him meeting the team and even throwing to newly acquired receiver DK Metcalf. While other teams might play the Bears on the road, Rodgers explicitly ruled out living in Louisiana when asked about the Saints leaving the Steelers as the prime candidate. Steelers owner Art Rooney too even stated recently that the team was willing to wait a little while longer for Rodgers' decision. A patience that seems to be paying off. Rodgers, who threw for 28 touchdowns and 11 interceptions with the New York Jets last year in a 5-12 season, is looking for a bounce-back year. His decision has reportedly been delayed by personal matters, including close friends battling cancer, as he's shared on podcasts with Joe Rogan and Pat McAfee. However, with this latest hint, it certainly sounds like once Rodgers is ready to fully focus on football, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be his landing spot, setting up a highly anticipated return to the field. Who even stated recently that the team was willing to wait a little while longer for Rodgers' decision. A patience that seems to be paying off. Rodgers, who threw for 28 touchdowns and 11 interceptions with the New York Jets last year in a 5-12 season, is looking for a bounce-back year. His decision has reportedly been delayed by personal matters, including close friends battling cancer, as he's shared on podcasts with Joe Rogan and Pat McAfee. However, with this latest hint, it certainly sounds like once Rodgers is ready to fully focus on football, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to be his landing spot, setting up a highly anticipated return to the field.